Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the Toronto winter outside, but smell something different. Freshly brewed coffee, dripping from a thermos, bacon sizzling, butter melting on warm bread, and your mother's voice from the kitchen, "Hurry up, it's getting cold." When was the last time you truly felt this? Back then, breakfast wasn't about avocado toast or a smoothie bowl. It was about sitting at the table and just being there. The checkered plastic tablecloth your grandmother washed every day, the French bread your father picked up from the bakery at 6 in the morning, that salted butter that melted and dripped through your fingers, the thick slices of Minas cheese and the ham your mother sliced fresh. And there was that conversation, the unhurried kind. Your father complaining about traffic, your grandmother telling you the neighbor painted their house yellow, your brother getting scolded for filling his plate too high. Nobody checked notifications because nobody had a smartphone. The only rush was to catch the 7 o'clock bus. The rest of the world could wait 15 minutes. The table was the center of everything. It's where problems were solved, news was shared, plans were made. There's soccer after school. We're going to Auntie's on Saturday. Can you lend me 5 riez? Simple things that built a life. Things we now solve by text message, alone, rushing without looking anyone in the eye. The smell was different, wasn't it? It wasn't capsule coffee. It was that powder from the red package filtered through a cloth filter your mother boiled every single day. The bacon wasn't diet turkey bacon. It was real, fatty bacon that left the whole house smelling incredible. The bread wasn't gluten-free whole wheat. It was crispy French bread that left crumbs all over the table and nobody cared. Do you remember the temperature? The steam rising from your cup. The hot pan sizzling. The toast burning your tongue because you were too eager to wait. The cold outside hitting the window, while inside it was warm, cozy, alive. That warmth didn't just come from the stove. It came from being together, from belonging. Now you wake up in Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal. Coffee in a paper cup with your name misspelled. A bagel reheated in the office microwave. You eat while checking email, answering Slack messages, scrolling through Instagram. You chew without tasting. You swallow without realizing. You finish and don't even remember what you ate. It was just fuel. Task accomplished. Next, when did breakfast become like this? When did we trade conversation for podcasts? When did good morning become a WhatsApp message sent from bed? When did we start eating alone, standing up in front of the open refrigerator, pretending everything's okay? You miss something and you don't even know what it is. You think it's Brazil. You think it's the heat, the food. But it's not just that. It's the table. It's one of those sacred 15 minutes where the world stopped and you just existed. Not as an employee, not as an immigrant, not as a social insurance number. As a son, as a brother, as a person. Your mornings are now efficient, optimized. Wake up, train, shower, eat, work. Everything timed, everything productive, everything lonely. You conquer the day but lose your life. You earn money but lose your memory. You grow in your career but diminish in your soul. And deep down, you know it. You feel the emptiness of those 15 minutes that no longer exist. Maybe you can't go back in time. Your mother is far away. Your grandmother may be gone. That childhood home was sold. The world has changed, and you've changed with it. But one thing hasn't. The need to belong, to feel, to be present. You can go back to the table. It doesn't have to be the same table. It can be your table, in your Toronto apartment. It doesn't have to be the same food. It can be whatever you have in the fridge. It doesn't have to be the same family. It can be your partner, your friend, or just you. What needs to be the same is the intention, the presence, the respect for that moment. Turn off your phone. Seriously. Put it far away. Sit at the table. Prepare something simple. Real coffee. Toasted bread with butter. No Instagram. No photos. Just food. Just smell. Just taste. Chew slowly. Look out the window. Feel the warm coffee. Feel that you are alive, not just surviving, living. There's a huge difference. If you have someone with you, talk. About nothing, about everything. About a silly memory, a strange dream, how good the bread tastes today. Small conversations build great lives. The best mornings of your life didn't cost anything. There was no $50 brunch. There was bread, butter, and presents. There were people who loved you. There was time to feel. There was permission to be slow. Life happening in real time. When breakfast was simple, life was too. You knew what mattered. Today, you need to relearn. You need to fight against the rush. You need to defend those 15 minutes as if your sanity depends on it. Because it does. You don't need much. You need a table, a chair, and the courage to slow down. Bring back that feeling, that sense of belonging. Because in the end, what you miss isn't the place. It's the time. When breakfast was simple, you were happy and didn't even know it. Now you know. Now you can choose. You can create it again. Not the same. Better. Because now you understand its value. Now you protect it. Now you live it. Tomorrow morning before rushing out, sit at the table. Just 15 minutes. Coffee, bread, butter. No phone. No rush. Just you and that gift your parents gave you without even knowing. That moment that saves, that heals, that starts everything anew. When breakfast was simple, life made sense. You can have it again. It starts tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.